Yo, 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 this is Chris coming at you pre-recorded from my crib in front of my Christmas tree. It is kind of the middle of December. This is the time of year when people look back and reflect on the last year, kind of look forward to the next year, reminisce and plan. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that with you. Mostly what I want to talk about is my plan for the year 2020. And I can say it in one sentence. The year 2020 will be the best year of my life. Now, there's no way that makes any sense unless you define it a little bit. So the best year of my life has three pieces to it. The first one is I will be more fit than I have ever been in my life. The next piece, I will be more healthy than I have ever been in my life. And the last piece, I will be more productive than I have ever been in my life. That's great, but you have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fail before you even start. So I'm going to start with that last piece there. I will be more productive than I have ever been in my life. And the way that I'm going to do this, well, the biggest piece of it, is that I'm not going to be engaging in any media. I'm not going to be watching TV shows. There is no Netflix, no movies. I'm not going to be scrolling Facebook. I'm not going to be on Instagram. None of it. So that means, if you have something interesting to tell me, don't post it on Facebook. I ain't going to see it because I'm not going to be scrolling the feed at all. Now, I can still use Facebook to send messages and post things like that, but I am not going to be looking in that feed once for an entire year. The same goes for Instagram. I can still post, but I ain't going to be looking at anything. Now, for the movies and TV, it's kind of impossible for somebody to say, I'm going to go for a whole year without TV, because at some point, you're going to be sitting down in a chair on a couch, there's going to be a TV there, and you're going to end up watching a TV show. So the way that I'm doing it is a little bit differently. I am not going to watch any movies or TV by myself. Okay, so that preserves the integrity of things like movie night for the family and things like that. So if you want to watch Pizza and Frozen, totally legit. Also, if it's just my wife and I at night, we're not going to be sitting on the couch watching TV shows. We're going to be doing anything else, like picking a craft, cleaning things up, planning out the next day, just kind of whatever. But no TV, no movies, 1 year. I'm going to use that other time to be more productive doing other things. The next piece of this, I am going to be more fit than I have ever been in a year. I'm going to be more fit than I have ever been by the end of the year 2020. Now, my wife got me an Apple Watch for my birthday this year. Actually, it might have been Father's Day. One of those. So I got this Apple Watch, and it's great. One of the things that it does is it tracks your activity level throughout the day. So there's 3 little rings that show up on the watch. The outside one is kind of red, green, blue. The red ring is how much you move, how much activity you do. The green ring is exercise, how much strenuous activity you do in a week based on time. And then the last one, the blue one, is how often you stand up. That one's kind of dumb. But in order to have the most fit year, to be more fit, I am going to close that green ring 365 times. At some point, that's going to suck. I'm going to be barfing my guts out, and I'm going to be like, You know what? Even then, at the end of that barf session or whatever, I am going to take a walk and I'm going to close that ring. I will close these rings 365 times. I know there is a lot of days where that is going to suck, but I want what's at the end of that so bad. I want to be in the kind of shape that is going to create so bad that I am going to power through, and I'm going to do it 365 times in the year 2020. Now, the next piece of this is I am going to be healthier than I have ever been in my life, and that hinges a lot on your diet. Your diet typically falls apart when you don't plan, and you're like, dude, I haven't eaten anything all day. Yeah, sure, I'll just run through Taco Bell. Oh, I'm going to miss Taco Bell. Yeah, I'm just going to run through Taco Bell and grab something. It's processed food. It's not good food for you. So I am not going to do that. So the way that I'm going to do that healthy piece is I'm going to focus on diet. I'm going to be using the portion control plan by Beachbody. You can ask my wife if you have questions on that piece. But it is going to be rigorous. I'm going to follow it every single day. This means I'm not eating a ton of processed food. I'm eating no junk food. I'm having no alcohol for the entire year. Now, there are places where this is really going to be hard, but the way that I'm going to make it a little bit easier is by taking some of the time that I saved from not watching Netflix or scrolling through Facebook for an hour, and I'm going to plan out the meals that I'm going to eat for the next day. So I'm going to be able to keep up on that. And, you know, that's the biggest piece of it. That's how I'm going to have the healthiest year of my life, is by eating right for an entire year. Now, with something like this, you have to have accountability or it will fail before you even start. If it's just me saying in my head, yeah, I want to do that next year, come like January 3rd, I'm going to be like, oh, Twinkie. Actually, I hate Twinkies. Oh, chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, that one I'll eat. So I need to have that accountability. That's why I'm making this video, is to let people know that I'm going to be doing this. And I'm going to be counting on you guys to be like, yo, dude, Chris, what's going on? So in order to keep myself accountable, I am going to post a video every single day. Which means there will be a day eventually when I get on there, I'm like, I slept like an hour and I'm sick. And I have to go work out. This is stupid. Why am I doing this? This is so freaking... That's going to be the end of the video. It's real life. I'm a person just like you guys. You guys have your bad days. You guys have your good days. I'm going to have bad days, but I'm going to share all of them with you to help keep me accountable and keep me on that train. So, and that's the other piece of this, is I want you guys to come along with me. I want to get messages being like, yo, dude, I saw that video last night. Looks like your things are getting tough. Or, dude, you're killing it. This is 3 weeks in a row. You know, keep rocking. Or, hey, I can't believe you made it 6 months. I already lost some money on you. You know, whatever. I want that accountability to help keep through this. Now, I know that I can do this. I know that I can follow through with this for a year, but I don't know how far I will push myself. And that's really what this is for. I'm going to see how far I can push myself through this next year. My goal is to make it 1 year. Now, the one last fun thing that I want to add on kind of to the end of this is kind of an over-under pool, and I'll figure out what that looks like, and there will be a link and all this stuff. But basically, it's going to be like, you know, you bet $20 that I'll fail by January 30th. Your friend bets $20 that I'll make it all the way. Okay? So I make it to January 31st. Okay? So that $20 is now back in the betting pool, and it gets split. It's split in 3 ways. The first one, I'm going to take $5 and set it aside into a pool for me that I get only if I finish. Only if I go 365. Okay? The $10 of that 20 is going to go to a charity, and it's going to get set aside, and at regular intervals that'll go to charity. And then the last $5 is going to go into the betting pool for everybody in the future. Okay? So if, you know, I make it all the way, everybody that failed throughout the way, all of that money gets put into a pool, and then you get out of it based on what you put into it. And then I get something, and I get to do something cool with that. So just a fun way to get, you know, you guys involved. You can make a little game out of it or whatever. But yeah, that is my plan for 2020. And if I fail before 2020, I get nothing. So that's an extra incentive for me to keep it up. I really hope that this is inspiring somebody. I hope that you guys are going to come on this journey with me, because God knows I'm going to need the help. This is totally... I know that I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Like, I know that I have no idea. That's part of what makes it fun. Totally scary. But I really hope that you guys are going to come on this journey with me. Go ahead and reply to this. Put posts in the comments on what your plans are for 2020. If you're going to join me on this, great. If you have your prediction and you want to just put like a forecast on there, go for it. But yeah, you can follow me on Facebook and YouTube, because that's where I'm going to be posting my videos. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you January 1st towards the evening once I finish most of my stuff for the day, and we'll get started then. Thanks so much. See you January 1st.